I have been a lover of mule deer. They were my first love and still remain my strongest. Somehow the sight of an old mule deer buck head high returns me to my childhood and the day I first felt the mystery of wild game and wild country. Jack O'Connor, 1959. Come along on a high country adventure that Jack O'Connor would have loved. A trip to the Highlands of Oregon, where ebony antlered mule deer still live on the edge.
I'm coming right at it.
Ask a man why he hunts, and he's apt to ask you why you breathe. Aldo Leopold once wrote, "Living life on the land and by the land is the essence of the hunter's heart." Come along as we explore the many varied game trails that lead to the world of Beretta. Opening day for mule deer hunters across the West is a chance to return to the high country and renew acquaintances with the mule deer that rule the slopes. Like deer hunting anywhere, it brings friends and family together as it has for generations. For author Chris Dorsey, it was the chance to join Dennis McNabb at his fabled Highland Hills Ranch, a sportsman's paradise tucked away in the high desert near Condon, Oregon. It's a destination rivaled by few. For McNabb, guiding hunters across the country in which he grew up hunting has special rewards. His hunting routes run deep here, so a chance to share the wonders of the landscape and its magnificent deer with Dorsey makes his time guiding all the more satisfying.
I think mule deer hunting is one of the more rewarding big game experiences because this country, you look at it and it doesn't look like it would support many animals whatsoever. And then you start walking around in some of this rim rock country and deer are popping out everywhere. And it just, to me, is amazing that they can adapt to this country and flourish. So it's a fun experience. It's not only the vistas that you will see, the topography of the rock formations, but it's the whole experience, I think, that makes mule deer hunting what it is in the West.
While many hunters think of Oregon as blacktail country, the eastern reaches of the state hold abundant numbers of mule deer. The mule deer is, interestingly enough, a cross between a whitetail and a blacktail. While the blacktail evolved west of the Rockies, the whitetail lived east of the Continental Divide. When the two populations eventually met, however, the mule deer was created. Thanks to DNA research, scientists have been able to confirm the genetic origin of the mule deer, a relative newcomer to the North American deer landscape. When a hunter first encounters this country, it's hard to imagine the Spartan landscape holding an abundance of mule deer. Then, one by one, the deer emerge as if spontaneously. First, a few does wander within view, then a couple of bucks, then even more deer. For the hunter used to the dense forests of the east, the openness of the west provides a dramatic contrast. It's often possible, for instance, to see a trophy-class deer that is just too distant to approach.
There's a doe way down at the bottom. Next one over. One we were just looking at right down at the bottom.
Do you have any friends?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. She's kind of half behind that ridge. You gotta sneak down this way a little bit and just see if we can take a little closer look, huh? She can't be alone, I wouldn't think.
No, a lot of times it's kind of funny. You'll see the does come out first and the bucks will just sit there.
Suddenly that bush stands up, yeah. Look at that right there. Now, is that a pretty typical buck for a good buck here?
Yeah, that's not bad. He's probably about 24 inches. You know, we like to see a 4x4, but we have some of these 4x3s also.
I mean, he's well outside the ears. I think he's bigger than that.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, he's well past the ears.
He's gonna go down and sit in that canyon. A lot of country here for him to hide in, though.
They like to hang right down in these little coulees, don't they?
Yeah, they sit down in these coulees under the sagebrush, get out of the sun and heat.
I think it's amazing as you look at that and you say, there can't be a mule deer in there, and then you just watch them pop up out of there like they're coming out of holes or something.
Yeah, it's amazing how little they can hide in.
Look at that right there, on the bottom.
Can you believe that? There's another one right there too.
All kicking out of there.
Oh my
Jeez,
God.
Look at that, two of them,
Can
three.
you believe 4? There's one went down the bottom. Oh, he sends out the does first.
It's like a covey of quail.
1, 2, 3.
Going all directions. There's a buck right there, right at the bottom.
Come on, stop.
That's a
guy.
pretty buck right there. He's 4 on the left.
Yeah, I can't tell what he is on the right.
3 on the right, looks like.
Is it 3?
Wow, that is
Whoa, man,
a beauty.
He's wide.
Look at that.
And what were we just saying? How you never...
He came out of nowhere.
No. We've been here glassing that, and he was there the whole time.
It's a pretty
Not
good
a
deer.
Not a real, yeah, he's a nice buck.
I bet you he's just going to go into that next canyon, too.
That's what he's going to do. He'll just go over the hill, and he's going to go down.
Look at that.
Yeah. He's about 24 inches wide. He's probably about 3, 4 years old.
Big body deer, too.
Yeah, very big bodied.
What do you think? I mean, you want to try and get around back over here?
Oh, yeah.
You think he's just going to sit in that draw on the other side?
Yeah, I think he's just going to go over and lay in that next draw. If we just sneak over there, I think he's going to be sitting there for us.
Well, how deep is that canyon over there anyway?
With the daybreak movement of deer subsiding, Dorsey and McNabb retreat from the highlands. As the deer escape the midday sun, so do the hunters. By late afternoon, the deer will once again resume their feeding. With little hunting pressure this early in the season, deer that aren't pushed will resume their normal patterns. That's the hope anyway, and McNabb is banking on it as the duo return to the slopes where they look to find one of the bucks that were spotted only a few days before the season commenced.
Where's that draw start down here, Dennis?
Just about another couple hundred yards down here.
As Dorsey and McNabb head to yet another of the countless draws that drain the highlands, the duo, well, watch.
Wind's coming up this way. You want to get on this side of the draw, just kind of glass?
Big game hunting is a game of patience. Hours of idle time spent sitting, watching, glassing is often punctuated by the heart-pounding moment of the encounter.
That sage is really good at hiding deer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. I thought I saw a deer in there, and I looked a little...
Right here, right here, right here. Come right at us. That's a buck. That's a good buck.
It's a big one.
He's coming right at us.
Get down, get down. He's still walking towards us. Still walking towards us. He's headed right at it.
You go right?
You see him? He's going right.
Is he still coming? I lost him.
Yeah, he's right behind that sagebrush right there. Just see the tips of his antlers. Get ready, get ready. Nice shot. You got him. All right.
He's not going anywhere.
Beauty. What a beautiful deer.
What a lucky. He is a dandy.
Nice deer, Chris. Very, very nice.
Nice and tall. Look at that. Look at the mass, too, coming all the way
Look at the
up.
mass. Yeah, beautiful deer. Look at him. He's an old deer.
He's got to be. Look at that.
Nice.
Look at the big old gnarly bases on him.
To have a deer just come walking up like that to you, and where we can't see it part of the time, and then he pokes up above the sagebrush.
It was like a bull elk coming into a bugle, you know. It was like, you know, he's looking for something and he's ready to kick butt and take names, yeah.
That's what it was like if we were calling him in. I mean, he just kept coming.
Yeah, it was like he was coming to his long-lost relatives there for a minute. Must have been something you said.
Very exciting, though, to see him that close and have him keep coming. That was one of the most exciting hunts I've ever been on.
One for the ages, my friend.
Yep, not often do you
Thank
get
you
to see
so
that.
much.
You're
That
welcome.
was incredible. Where'd that come from? I mean, it was sunny 5 minutes ago and suddenly you got a storm front coming in.
I don't
When was
know.
the last time you guys had rain anyway?
Too long ago, so we're welcoming it.
Nobody's complaining, huh?
Man, you're a lucky guy for us. Maybe we'll have you stick around a little bit longer.
Connections, my friend. Just take some connections, that's all.
Well, you got higher ones than I do, so that's good.